Hi guys, welcome to a video by Antiquesarena. My name is Walter Neal. For all my new subscribers, I'm a reseller in the United Kingdom. I buy and sell absolutely anything, but try to focus on antiques and collectibles. Now I do a variety of films showing you what stuff is and showing you some of my hauls. Today I'm doing a haul video. I'm going to show you some of the pieces I bought. Normally I buy from car boot sales, charity shops, things like that. Today's video, items have come in from a house clearance shop. So I've gone to another dealer and sifted through what they've had, and I selected a little group, all of which owe me £70 for the entire collection. So what I'm going to do now is give you a little look at some of the haul I've had, and it's not a bad little haul. I'm going to start off with my favourite, absolute stunning lot. It weighs a ton as well. They're really nice. So we have, first of all, a pair of fire dogs. No, they're not dogs, they are these. Basically, if you had a companion set, a poker, a shovel, a brush, a tongs, things like that, they would then rest on these fire dogs, which is what they're called. Now they are solid brass, and weigh a fair bit. What I like about these is they have a beautiful ball and claw. So the claw's all in the ball. Very Victorian in style. They're not in age, but they are really good quality. Nice feet. Quite nice casting, to be totally honest with you. Now, you could be mistaken to think that they were Victorian. And a Victorian pair of fire dogs on their own like that would probably be £100, £200 for retail, but these are not. They are slightly later. I also had the tongs. Again, every single piece is ball and claw, so you know it's the right set. I also had the shovel. And these are all solid brass, and look at the end of that shovel, really nice. And I had the poker. Now if this was an original Victorian set, I can tell you now, I'd probably be asking about £200, £250 for the set. Sad part is it's probably 1950s out of China. The quality just isn't there. They really look the part, and they're very heavy with brass, but the finish on the ball and claw, everything is just not there. I can tell you now, if it was an original Victorian one, these nails coming off the claws would be so crisp and sharp, and the casting just hasn't got that quality. However, as a decorative set, as a very heavy decorative set, I still see them anywhere from £100 to £130 is what I'm going to be asking. Maybe 125 to take 100, which is what I'm going to be asking. So already my money's back and a profit, because every single item combined owes me £70. So all in all, I've already done very well. Individually, he wanted £25 for that set. Now I didn't knock him down at all. What I done, I just put a bundle together and said, what's your best price for the bundle? Next we have a pair of Victorian Bristol blue glass lustre vases with gilding and droppers. Now these are high-end Victoriana, absolutely stunning. The glass is really nicely coloured. Now, they have problems. There's a few of these crystal droppers missing, which I don't really see as a major issue, because you can buy these all the time for 50p and a pound each. I didn't see it in the shop, but there is a very old, tight hairline just there, about that long, which is going to really hurt the value, and there's a couple of little flea bite chips on the rim here. Now the missing droppers wouldn't really have made a huge difference, because you have options. You can replace them all, or you can just find the ones you're missing. The hairline crack on the rim here and the couple of little chips are a problem. This one is perfect. So my options are, do I sell them as a pair with this one having the small crack, or do I make one perfect one up using these little droppers and have one perfect lustre? So that's the question. What's the value? The value on a perfect pair like this, I've seen them at £400 or £500, but a perfect pair like this with all their droppers would be up about £150 in my opinion. As these stand, with the damage as a pair, I think it's £75. And I think I could achieve £60–70 for a single in good condition. So I'll see. I'm going to give them the option first of all, I think, to have the pair. And if the pair don't sell, then I'll strip them down and turn it into one good one. But I'm going to be putting them up for £75 because I think they're worth every penny of that. So again, money would have been back just on those. Victorian lustre vases, they really are, they were high end and they are still collectible. Not everybody's taste, but they are what they are. Next he had this little box set of glasses. They don't mean a lot to him. Let me pull one out for you to have a look. On the floor, make a bit of room here. Now there's two dishes and they're cork bases. Now they might not look a lot. However, they have their original label, Bodenova, Sweden, which is basically Costa Boda. They come boxed in mint condition, never been out of their box I don't think. And I'm not sure, is that like a fondue set type thing? Shows you the cakes they make here in them. And I also have the designer, and don't ask me to pronounce that because I'm not going to, but there it is across the bottom there, the designer. So when I list those on eBay, because these are an eBay item, they're not a shop item, they'll be listed with the designer. Now there's none of these on the internet at all at the moment, I've looked. However, similar dishes, but with a metal frame around them, wire type frame, are pulling between £30 and £60. So I'm going to really stretch a boat out and ask for £30 for them and see what offers I get in. If I don't get in, someone offers me 20 quid, they're gone. They owed me, individually, he wanted a £5 for them. So, over the moon with them. A bit of nice Swedish glass for a £5 in this box, and you can't really go far wrong. It tells you but there, Sweden, Boda, Nova. So I was really pleased with those. Now, he had quite a bit of brass up there. He's really made an effort to improve his display on his shelves. And I selected a few pieces of brass. This first one here, I think, is older than it looks. It's had restoration, but I love the shape. It's almost an oriental shape. I'm not sure if it's a Chinese vase. Love the stepped brass. It's all stepped. And I just love this. This boat shape is really throwing me. I think it's a Chinese piece. I'm not 100%. It's got good age. It's had restorations. It's had soldering around the foot here. This foot has been snapped off on the corner and resoldered here. You can see the aging to the centre. But I like it. I'm going to put it on eBay, and I think that is a really stylish looking vase. Value wise, it's not going to go for less than 20 quid, so we'll see what happens there. In the same job lot is a modern brass and turned handle bell that reads Captain's Table. You can see how thin the brass is. It is not an old one, and you can tell that from the sound. It'd have had a much nicer deep ring if it had been a real nice turned brass one, but still, it looks the part. Captain's Table, it's going to be nice. I'm going to try her in the shop first. If they don't go, that's an eBay item again. Next we have a selection of brass dragons. Now these are solid brass, cast. Again, look like a Chinese dragon, certainly not a Welsh dragon. So I got two large and two small. And they really are nice, decorative. Now I got options with these. I can list them as a set or I can list them individually. Now for the three pieces, the four dragons, I'm classing 4 dragons as one at the moment. So for the 4 dragons and the possibly Chinese vase and the captain's bell, he was asking £30 for the group. I'm not sure how much it worked out at in the end, but I put them in anyway and the price come in. I see the dragons at 30 quid, 35 quid for the 4. I see the vase at 20 to £30. I see the captain's bell so at 20 quid. I also had 2 glass vases off him, a large and a small. Now, at the moment, they're an unknown quantity. I have no idea who's made them. They are so dirty. I need to clean this up, check for signatures. They look Scottish. Now, it looks black, but it's not. They're that dirty. This is actually purple or amethyst glass with white opaque running through it. I don't know if you can actually see the purple. See if I can try and capture it. No, I don't think I can, but it's purple glass. I'm definitely thinking Scottish, but that is such an impressive looking piece. It's definitely looking Scottish to me, but we'll see. If it's signed, it could be good money. Until I figure out who it is, I won't know the value. But let's assume they're not signed and I don't find out who they are. Decoratively, the small one here is going to be about £15. The large one's going to be more like 40. So another 50 quid if you like for the pair. So all in all, for 70 quid off him, I've done exceptionally well. And he's only about 7 miles up the road. House clearances he does, and doesn't specialise in nothing, so you can go there and you can really get a gem. Just checking now, is it from him, which I think it is. Final lot I'm going to put into today's video, come into the shop. I had a gentleman come in and he wanted a couple of pieces, and I done him a part X on a nice quality silver plate, Art Deco cocktail shaker. Now I allocated him a tenner back for this, but he did buy other pieces off me, bits of copper and things. So it really didn't cost me much, but I allocated a tenner. It's nice condition, nice and clean, fully stamped up on the base. I don't know if you can see it. And it's just a nice, clean cocktail shaker. Nice bit of turning around the top here. And I see that all day long. Got the odd little dent on it, which is expected, commensurate with age is what I put in my description. Age and use. But that's got to be 25-30 quid on eBay, no problem at all. But this is Mountain Ash, so people do like to have a drink on weekends, so that may go here once they clean it up and it looks beautiful. There's a nice bit of silver. So there we go, guys. That is today's little haul. My favourite, even though they're not antique, the companion set, I absolutely adore it. I really do. And I tell you what, if that had been a Victorian one, I probably wouldn't have sold it. Or even a bit earlier, in fact. But I probably wouldn't have sold it. I'd have ended up keeping it. The lustres, I was desperately gutted, because when I saw them in the shop, it's so dark up there, half the time you've got to use a torch. I didn't see that little hairline crack. I'd have still bought them, but they're going to be a little harder to sell. Anyway, let me know, guys. Do you have a favourite? Is there anything you'd have bought? Is there anything you love? Is there anything you particularly wouldn't have bought or don't like? Leave comments. I try and answer everybody eventually. Yeah. Other than that, I'm going to leave it there for today. Guys, thank you very much for watching. Thank you for the support. Bye for now.